we, like the couple in this movie, are in a long-term relationship. We're not going to be this obnoxious the whole time.
Hello, I'm Bryan.
I'm Stacey.
And this is our review of Together.
Just to quickly summarize the plot
Without spoilers.
Going into too much detail. It's about a couple who's been together for, I don't know, let's say 10 years or so.
Something like that.
They're making a big move out of the city to the country for her work, and he's got some projects in the city.
Right. So there's some turmoil in the relationship. Things aren't perfect between them.
What are we? Are we meant to be together forever?
Right. Also, there's some mergeable body horror. Let's just say it's similar to or reminiscent of The Thing. It's not The Thing, but it's, if you see The Thing and you see this, you're like, I can see why you would compare those two.
The movie's called Together. And just, if you've seen the trailer, if you've seen any promo, it's pretty clear what direction this might be going in.
Yeah.
A couple that is trying to decide if they belong together, may or may not be more together than they'd like in this film.
Yeah, you know, it's almost like a lot of times in a relationship, you're like, where do I end and you begin? And this movie really takes that question
Literally.
to another level.
Yes. This movie is written and directed by Michael Shanks, starring real-life married couple Dave Franco and Alison Brie. And they go for it.
Yeah.
I think it really works well that they're a real couple.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff in this movie is a little intimate.
I feel like I felt their chemistry. Like, I felt it on the screen.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though it is about a couple that is troubled, I felt their chemistry there.
There's a lot of moments where they had to be cute, and I think it was a good choice to use a real couple.
Absolutely.
We should start off by saying that we really like this movie. We recommend you go see it.
Yep.
And I would see it in a theater if you could, just because it was very fun to experience a movie like this with a group of people.
Yeah. We saw it in a New York theater where people are not afraid to sometimes express themselves.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I don't always like it. Sometimes I'm a grumpy boy when I leave a theater because of that. But this time I liked it. There was like a time where someone didn't shut a door, and definitely someone was like, shut the door. And we were all like, yeah, shut the door, man.
You said you heard a woman saying, it's just a movie.
It's just a movie.
It's just a movie.
To herself, to soothe herself. Like, it's not real. We love this movie. It was very funny, surprisingly funny, and not in a way that ruins the horror aspect of it. I feel like it breaks the tension, but also some of the scenes like, yeah, that's how I would feel, and that's what I would say right now.
Yeah.
It is fun. It is scary.
I wouldn't say, though, it's too gross or scary.
No, I would say it's scary, it's funny, and it's a little gory. It's body horror, but it's never too much.
If you're a person that's like, I want to see it, but I'm a scaredy cat, I think you might be okay if you're not too big of a scaredy cat. A good point of comparison may be The Substance. If you saw that, I would say the body horror is like maybe not as bad or weird overall.
I would say The Substance was worse.
Yeah.
We like The
That's
Substance.
what I mean.
The body horror was much more in The Substance than in this one.
This is kind of what you'd expect. There's definitely moments where like, no, not that.
Yeah.
But there weren't too many moments where I was like, I must turn away right now.
If we were to compare this to another movie we saw recently, Bring Her Back, which we also liked, that movie has some gore that we were definitely like, oh, this is hard to watch. What is still happening, huh?
Again with that?
Yeah.
Please, no.
This movie doesn't do that. I feel like when it does show the gore or body horror, it is sort of, they're not like focusing on it. Like, let's just stare at that for as long, make you super uncomfortable.
I was like interested in seeing how they did it.
Yes.
I was like, show me a little.
There was one or two scenes where the camera wasn't immediately on the thing you know is happening, and we're like, show us though.
But a lot of the humor is just very real life couple stuff. Like, for example, Dave Franco's character maybe isn't like the most masculine outdoorsy guy, but they find themselves outdoors a lot. So like seeing him struggle with that was very entertaining. Not struggle, but just like him trying to be like a man in the woods was very funny.
And I don't know, like you're rooting for this couple the whole time. I feel like in a lot of horror movies, it's just like a toxic couple and you're like, well, I hope you get eaten by a wolf or whatever it's going to be. And this one I'm like, this is a horror movie, but I'm rooting for you guys. Like, neither of you is, like, the villain. They had, like, inside jokes that felt, like, genuine. You know, like, that's something that Stacey and I would, like, make jokes about. And, like, they're doing, like, it feels like a real couple.
They did a good job too of like presenting both of their flaws.
Yeah.
Like she is maybe the more mature of the two, or the more
Yeah.
established, and she doesn't seem too frustrated with his life choices, but like a little bit. So
Right.
there's some tension there, but she's not like a monster about it.
No, but she has her own. I don't want to spoil the movie, but she can put him down public. There's things that happen that you're like, okay, well, you're not perfect. He's not perfect. But I liked where it went.
I thought it also did a really good job of playing with expectations.
Yes.
Like there's character who you maybe think is going to be going one way, and it maybe goes in a different direction.
Right. It actually, to bring it up again, like the other movie we talked about, Bring Her Back, I feel like they kind of set you up for sort of a certain type of ending or a certain type of thing to happen. And it goes a different way than that. And I liked that. I was like, oh, cool. You've subverted my expectations in a fun way.
The only thing that was predictable was like that they would be together in the ways we talked about.
The movie is pretty clear right away what it's about and what's going to happen. We see an event early on, and you're definitely like, I doubt that's the only time we're going to see that.
They also do some like pretty obvious Chekhov's gun things where like the characters will come across an item and be like, well, that won't be seen later in the movie.
And it's in a way that's like, they know you know.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, hey, you see this? It's coming back. Some of the scenes were really intense, but like almost in like real, but also like you're like rooting for them to try to like deal with this thing.
Yeah. So many times I was like, oh my, they don't know what to do. They're freaking out. But like that's how I would be in this situation. Like I feel you. What do you do when that is the case for you?
Right.
And ultimately, I thought it had a satisfying ending. Sometimes movies don't know how to land it, but this one did, in my opinion.
I agree. It's a different ending than I think you might expect it to have. And I enjoyed it. Some people may not like this ending. Some people might be looking for something else. But I was like, no, I like that ending. I'm here for it.
There is a little bit of controversy surrounding this movie. Allegedly, there was another movie made that is very similar, and it seemed like maybe it was pitched to some of the people involved with this movie.
Yeah.
So there's some allegations that this movie was stolen. That's still all being up for debate, so we can't really weigh in on that. We didn't know too much about it going in, so we're just reviewing this based on what we felt about the movie that we saw. If they stole it, shame on them.
Shame on you. If you didn't, then it was a great movie.
Yes.
So all we can do is tell you what we thought of the movie we saw.
And tell you not to steal things. Don't steal other people's ideas.
No,
Don't do it.
Personally, there was like one small little nit I had about how some of the physics of something worked. That's all I can say about it, and it's a small gripe. Other than that, I loved it. And it's, again, one of those things that later you can be like, let's talk about why do we think that happened? What does that inform us about the thing that's happening?
Yeah. I will say, I think the justification for why things were happening was pretty good. I think sometimes you watch a horror movie and you're like, oh, is there a killer? Is it supernatural? And I think this did a pretty good job of having like a believable justification for what was happening.
Right. Because a lot of movies are like, oh, it's just like, that's how supernatural works, or that's just how the science works. And you're like, okay, well, can we get a little bit more than that? So we recommend it.
Definitely.
Go check it out.
If you want us to talk about it more, we're happy to do a spoiler review to dive more into some specific scenes and thoughts we had. Let us know if that's something you're interested in.
A lot of symbolism we can't really go into on a spoiler-free review, but we'd love to talk about it. And other little plot things that we're like, well, we have thoughts and theories about that.
But yeah, this is like probably one of our favorite movies of the year so far.
For sure, yeah.
I feel like usually when we leave a movie, we have a few notes, or maybe one of us liked it more than the other, but both of us really liked this one a lot.
Yeah. And it's not just because this couple is us. It's
No.
not. It's not.
No.
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 No, no, no.
They're not.
No. You don't have blue eyes.
But stuff was relatable. And we've decided we are not going to get married, but we are going to get together.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Uh-oh. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, let us know what movies you want us to review, new or old. We're going to see the new ones, and we have access to the old ones.
Also, comment below your thoughts on this movie. What did we miss? What did you like? What didn't you like?
We'll see you soon.
Bye. That was my favorite scene in the movie, when they went, uh-oh. They cut it out, though. You won't see it in yours. It's only in New York.